Yo, what is up, my mullet Sharp here, and today we're going to be covering objective on lockdown. Last episode we went over slaying on lockdown. Now I'm going to take you guys through the objective role. I'm going to show you guys the routes you want to take, the breaks, and just everything about being an objective player on this map. Alright, we're going to start off by going over the breaks, and for this side, on Art's side, what I like to do when I'm playing objective on this map is go up these stairs, come into top Art, and try to get control of top long haul. Now what you have to watch out for is people coming in long haul on the other side, so you might want to throw a stun and a nade, maybe post up behind this box for a little bit, but just try to take control of top long haul for your team, and that'll make it so much easier to just push up, come up here, grab the flag, or another option you could do in long haul is you could jump out the window and try to come over here on the right side of the flag. Now you have many options. It all depends on where your team is set up, how many of your teammates stay alive off the break, how many people they kill.
Capture the objective.
Now, as for the break on the fire side of the map, this is going to be a little bit different because there's a couple routes that I like to take on this. Now, the first route that I like to take is come over here to the left and try to get a flank on the other team. But what you have to watch out for coming over here is people watching the flank. They like to sit right here in this corner, and they also like to head glitch these trucks over here. So you got to watch out for that. But if you can come up here and get a good flank on this, then you can get in their base, take control of top Art, and set up for a pool. Now, the other break that I like on this map is the same on the other side. You just come up these stairs right here, push top fire, and come top long haul, and you're going to have a battle with someone because someone's most always going to be going top long haul. So you're going to have a battle with someone, throw a couple stuns down the hall, throw a nade, try to fight them down the hall, and then just try to push into top art. Getting top art control is the most important thing of this map because it can help your team and help your slayers set up for spawn traps and then help you get caps.
Capture the objective.
Alright, so now that we've covered the breaks, we can go over the route you want to go when you pull the flag. So this is when you're pushed up to the flag, your teammates have a couple down, and this is where you're going to be pulling. So we're going to start off with when your team is spawning on Art side and you're pulling the flag from the fire spawn. So what I recommend doing is just kind of hang out and fire, maybe sit in a couple corners, maybe head glitch this, wait in this corner, and wait for your team to get one or two down. Once that happens, then you can start pushing in for the flag. Throw some stuns over here to the left back parking lot because this is going to be one of their main spawns that they're going to spawn in. You got to watch out for them to be parking lot. Now, if your team is pushed up left side mannequin and back parking lot, they can get a spawn over here to the right over by white stairs. So you got to watch out for that. Now, pulling the flag on this side, there's three things you can do, and I'm going to go over all three routes. Now, the traditional route that people like to go is grab the flag, go top fire, go through top hall, go to top art, and just jump on the flag. Now, that's what I like to do on this map. Now, one of the other routes you can run on this map is if your team doesn't have top fire control, they're not on their bridge, they're not watching top hall, you can run the flag over here to overextend. Now, this also is a good way to pull if they have your flag and you're trying to force a stalemate because you are pulling on the bad side, so forcing a stalemate on the side is not always a bad thing. So you pull over here, go far left side, and then if they have your flag, then hang out over here in this corner with the flag. You want to chill over here. Now, if they don't have your flag, then you can just push through here and then cap the flag. Now, the last route on this map, which is going to be the alternate pool, and which means the pool that you're not going to do, it's going to be the one that your team's going to want to avoid, and it's only going to happen if your team's messing up and they're not set up right, and it's kind of just a last-second pool type deal. So, with this pool, as if your team is pushed up mannequin side, they're blocking the spawns, they're pushed back parking lot, then you can grab the flag and go back parking lot and come down these stairs, or you can go on top bridge. But anyway, you want to push up over here on mannequin side. Now, this is a risky pull because it opens up your whole middle map. It opens up your overextend and lets people get in the back of your spawn. So I don't recommend this pull. And sometimes people can't spawn over here. This is their main spawn where you're going to want to spawn trap them. So they can spawn right there and kill you, and they can also spawn back parking lot and shoot you running up this street. So I don't recommend a mannequin pull, but if it's needed, then you can do it.
We have the enemy flag. Enemy flag captured. They dropped our flag! Our flag is back on base. Captured their flag.
Now for the other side, where you're going to want to pull, there's going to be two main routes, and then there's going to be one third alternate that I never ever pull, but I'll show you guys anyway. So the first pull you're going to do on this side, pull the flag, come over here left side. This is the main place where you always want to go. Now you can either go through mannequin or you can push up this left side depending on if you have someone watching this middle arch right here. If there's no one watching the middle arch, then you want to go through mannequin. So you're going to want to pull this side, come up this top stairs, or you can go through your back stairs right there, whatever. But you don't want to cut through top fire unless you have someone top hall watching that. But I always recommend to go through the back of the spawn. It's just safer. Jumping in the flag. Now also when you're pulling this side, you want to make sure that your Slayer or support player is watching top art, because they can kill you from that top art window or they can kill you from the bottom art window. So I recommend someone sit behind this blue car and watch art. Now the other pull on the side, which is kind of a more risky pull. I think the mannequin pull is a more safer pull, but this one's kind of risky. You want to go up top stairs, go top art. Pull through the top long on that. What you got to watch out for this is people on the overextend stunning through the windows, people going top useless or top white stunning through the windows. You got to watch out for that because you can get naded. And also people can come up top art and kill you from behind if your slayers aren't watching you good enough. So just pull through top hall, come top fire, jumping in the flag. One of the pulls that I would say use that second if the mannequin pull is not an option. Or it might be faster than the mannequin pull, so if the game is towards the end and you need to get quick caps and go through top hall, but I don't recommend it just because of the fact that you can get stunned through the windows. Now it's time for the third pull on this map, and I believe I said this in my Slayer video. The only person I've ever seen run this route before is probably Woody's gamer tag. Now, it's if you pull the flag and come over to their overextend, and you can either go top white or you can come far right side of the map. Now, the reason why this is such a bad pull is because they're going to be spawning over here pretty much no matter what. Now, they have to get pretty lucky to get a bottom art spawn. You have to be messing up pretty bad for them to get a bottom art spawn. So they're going to be spawning over here, overextend. So it's going to be hard for you to pull over here and not get killed by someone camping spawn or just off the spawn. And also, when you come out here in the wide open, you're going to be open to getting killed from top hall, bottom arch right there, bottom arch right there, and then people to be pushed up into your spawn. It's just not a good pull. It's not a good way to go.
Enemy flag captured. They stole their flag.
Цель уничтожена! Прикрой, перезаряжаю! Заряжаюсь!
Captured their flag.
Alright, so we went over the pulls, we went over the breaks. Now we're going to go over the situation of a stalemate, where you're going to want to sit as the objective player if you pull the flag and you're in need of to stay alive, to wait for your teammates to get the other flag back. So if you're spawning on art side, this is going to be where you're going to want to sit, in this back corner right here, just somewhere over here in this area. You want to have your teammates watching that arch and then someone watching the top art bridge, maybe laying over here watching bottom useless or anything like that. Now, what you got to watch out for sitting over here is people to go top useless and throw stuns out of that window, or the people just come over on the top bridge and kill you. So I recommend to stay over in this corner just because your teammates are going to be spawning here if you die. So it's going to be hard for the other team to get the flag back. You can also go in top useless and wait either in bottom useless, top useless, but sitting up here you can get stunned through the window, or if you're down here, you know, if your teammates die, you're going to be in a hard position to defend from people coming from up top or people coming through this door. So I just recommend this back corner. It's going to be a good spot that you're going to want to sit in. Now, as for the other side, this is going to be a harder place to hold down for the stalemate. Now, everyone likes to sit over here in this corner right here, which is a good spot, but you can get stunned and nade from over there on the other side, so you're going to need a teammate watching your far left side. You're also going to need to be watching these bottom stairs right here and your top bridge. You're going to make sure people don't come over here. So you can either sit back here, sit over here in one of these corners, but this is going to be the hard side. This is going to be the bad side for the stalemate situation, so it's going to be a lot easier for teams to return the flag if you're sitting on this side. Alright, so now we're going to go over the classes that you're going to want to use as an objective player. Now, the first class that I like to go to is the MP7 with extended mags and focus. I like using this gun because it's good long range, it's good close range, and the focus helps when you get shot. Doesn't really doesn't really make your gun kick at all when you get shot. Now this is going to be a good gun, and I always recommend an SMG class when you're running objective, just because you're going to be so close range. You're going to have those close range gun battles when you're coming around corners. You got to be quick too. So I'm also going to recommend extreme conditioning, so you can run greater distances. It's going to get you those flag caps faster. Quick Draw Pro, Dead Silence, and I use those on every class, so those don't really matter. And then the pistol, the Magnum, I use that on every class too. Now, the other gun I'm going to want to go to is the PP90. This is going to be the other SMG that you're going to want to use with extended mags and focus once again. Now, this gun's not going to be as good long range, but it is really good close range, really good hip fire. And it has a faster fire rate, and it's stronger than the MP7, so you're going to be able to kill people quicker. Now, I recommend this gun for maps like Bootleg and Dome. MP7 I kind of recommend for maps like Lockdown, where it's more long range, but it's just really what you're feeling and what you're doing better with and what you prefer to use. And those two SMGs are going to be the best ones. As always, run extreme conditioning on your objective class. Don't run around with an ACR trying to run objective. It's going to hurt your team. It's going to make you run slower. And as far as guns, MP5 not that good. UMP, I don't like that gun. If you like the UMP, then use it, but I don't like that for an SMG. The only two SMGs I like are PP90 and the MP7. Alright, some last little tips for Lockdown OBJ is make sure you're sneaky. Be sneaky on this map. Don't always fight gunfights. You don't have to get in every single gunfight. It's going to be a long-range map, so you're not going to want to fight those ACR guys. And also, same applies for everyone in the game. Make sure you're not overextending. If you're spawning in this corner over here, do not overextend. I said that in the Slayer video. Same applies for the objective player. Don't overextend. It's just going to mess up the game, mess up your team. So, this is Sharp. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pro Tips, Lockdown Objective. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're not subbed, then go ahead and sub. This is Sharp. I'm out. Peace.